It's Melissa from Buckeye Girls Reason Things, and we're going to make us some vegetable lasagna today. My apron just feels like it ain't in the right place. Just saying. I don't know who had it on. They were taller than me. And it's mine. That don't make sense. Okay, we're going to make some vegetable lasagna. I put some olive oil spray on, and we're going to fry up some onions. 1 onion. 1 green pepper. Oops. It makes it better when you throw them under the stove. Clean that up later. Just saying. And some mushrooms. Hey Teresa, hey Rose, hey Tammy, hey Bonnie, hey Mel, hey Trace. Girl, that time difference will kill you, I tell you. I have an awful time figuring it out. Half the time I miss the inner circle question and answer because I can't figure out the difference between New Orleans and Ohio time. That time difference will get you every week. Okay. Oh my goodness, here I did it again. Helps if I turn the stove on. Oh, what'd you order? Tracy, tell us. We're always interested in what people got and what people are shopping for and all the fun stuff. I've been doing retakes in my Etsy shop, which is really killing me. It's been absolutely horrible. And I haven't even got half done yet. Oh, thanks, Mel. Hey, Robin. We're just frying up some vegetables. And while those fry up, I might as well bring you over here. And do some other things while those fry a little bit. Okay. This, I have 2 cloves of garlic and how many ounces of ricotta is that? And 15 ounces of ricotta in here. Thanks, Rose. And I'm going to add 2 eggs to it. And can you see what I'm doing? That's always a question I always wonder. There, I think you can. Hey, Andrea. I'm making vegetable lasagna. Because if those of you that don't know, I was a vegetarian for a year while I was battling my bleeding disorder, and I still eat a lot more vegetables than I do meat. Oh, Decomed. Oh, wow. Hi, Sherry. I'm glad you're feeling better, Andrea. Those migraines are terrible. I get them too. Okay, I'm going to add, there's 2 cloves of garlic, ricotta cheese, 2 eggs, and this is going to be a 1/2 cup of basil. And this is dried basil that's from my garden, of course. Everybody knows I have a big garden and an orchard, so I'm always drying and doing stuff from my garden. Hey Lori, hey Kathy. And I'm going to stir this up, and our vegetables is frying, and our noodles, I got my noodles on cooking. So the noodles for the lasagna is cooking while we're doing all this. So we're doing all kinds of things at once, which is scary. Good afternoon, Dorothy. That was my mama's name too. I dry my basil and I have a food dehydrator, and I just cut it and throw it in the food dehydrator. I'm giving my vegetables a quick turn, and then it looks like the pasta's ready, so I'm going to deal with that. Okay. Have you ever had one of those days you think you're prepared and then seems like you're not? Well, that's me today. Happy birthday, Kathy. I ain't singing. That ain't my calling. Andre, you're gonna have to sing, girl. Sean, you may have to sing. I can't sing. One of these days I'll tell you the singing story. It's hilarious. Well, I'll tell you the singing story. Okay. Me and my mom was called to the preachers because he had a job for us to do. And, you know, we cooked and we did a lot of cooking and serving and stuff and decorating for our church, so that wasn't a big deal. Well, he told us, he said, Melissa and Dorothy, that was my mom's name, I have the perfect thing for you to do. Next Sunday, I want you to get up in front of the church and do this, read this poem, which isn't any big deal. I'm not afraid of being in front of people. And you have to sing this song. My mom looks at him and goes, we don't sing. We are terrible. You better do the offering plate before me and Melissa sing. And he thought, you know, she was just joking. Till he heard us sing, and we sung before the offering plate. And girls, I'm not kidding you. We ended up having 3 people in that church. We cleared the church. We almost broke the windows. It was hilarious. Oh, actually my husband likes the vegetable lasagna better than he likes the one with the ground beef. So that's my singing story. And so I don't want everybody to run for my Facebook Live. I mean run. So I'm going to leave the singing to Scott and all those singers out there. Hey, Linda. But, so I'm back here at my vegetables. I'm going to just add a little spinach with it, because we like a little wilted spinach in our lasagna. And we like to ramp up the vegetables whenever possible. about a half a bag of spinach. Girl, my mom, she was off key, and I was offline because I was every other word she sung, I sung it after. So she was off. She was out. I was out of sync. She was out of key. So we were a hot mess. Oh, thank you. I need to get me one to design in. Oh, thank you. Actually, it's a Paula Deen. I think I got it on vacation in Savannah. I need to get an apron with my logo on it to design in. I even told Marcy, I need to order from you. I just haven't got to it. Seems like lately I've been just overwhelmed. Yes, I definitely have to get in contact with Marcy for her aprons. But I've been a little overwhelmed. I've been doing retakes on all my products in my Etsy shop and trying to revamp my Etsy, and it seems like I've been really overwhelmed lately. Oh, and I am also dealing with 450 emails a day coming into my email. So I've been trying to unsubscribe and get rid of some of that junk because that's getting to be a little just cray-cray. Yeah, Marcy does, and she does a beautiful job. And I just need to slow down enough to take the time to order from her. I even told her, I said, I definitely got to get an order into you, girl. It seems like right now I've been dealing with crazy. I sat down last night for an hour and a half and unsubscribed to emails from my inbox. It's been that crazy. Okay, now I'm going to start layering. If anybody else has that, they'll understand. This is a griddle, which I use all the time, because my oven, I bought it specially that has a long burner, which I guess I can leave it. It has a long burner, and because I used to work in a nursing home and we cooked almost everything on the griddle. See, it's got a long burner, and this griddle fits right on it. And I cooked a ton for 150 people at a nursing home back in the day. And I love the griddle and love cooking on it. So when I switched from electric to gas, and since we built the new house after the fire and the black mold, I decided I was going to go with an oven that had a griddle. I added half a bag of spinach, a whole thing of mushrooms, 1 onion, 1 green pepper. That's what's in there so far. But you could definitely add other greens. I mean, if you liked kale, if you're a big fan of carrots, you could definitely slice some carrots and put in it, which I've done. You could put about any vegetable. This is just what I decided I wanted in it. And I added spinach. The recipe didn't call for it, but my theory is add as many vegetables as you can. Yeah, you can add a lot of different vegetables to this. Okay, here's our pan. And I like to use tin float pans because I don't like to clean up. I don't like the mess. Eva. And this has been sprayed with cooking spray. And I'm going to start layering it with the lasagna noodles first. Which of course they want to stick together. Of course, on a live, they got to stick together, girls. Just never cooperate. I'm going to pull these off a little more. Those are too hot to handle. The reason I went a little later today, Thad has a big run he's doing this week, so he's not going to be home today. So I thought, well, just go a little later, and might be better for people, especially the people out in California, so that they ain't saying that crazy person's waking me up again. Yes, I'll post the recipe in the live, and it's also posted on my page. Lynn, girl, I cook every Thursday. I already know what recipe I'm making next week. And it's a new one I've never tried, so that's going to be really fun. Okay. Yeah, I love to cook, and it gives my followers something else to see besides me making a wreath. And they get to possibly enjoy a new recipe they've never tried before. This is a ricotta cheese, 1/4 of a cup of basil, and 2 cloves of garlic, and 2 eggs. Just smear it in there, and then add some. This is 2 cans of spaghetti sauce or pasta sauce, whatever you want to call it. And just putting that on top. Oh yeah, I used to live alone, and it's no fun at all to cook for yourself. I used to cook and freeze a ton for the poor people that worked with me. This is just sliced zucchini. Zucchini that I used a potato peeler and sliced it real thin. Or I think you can even buy it in the store. I'm not sure. I think you can buy it in a store. It's called zucchini pasta or something. I'm just trying to cover up the sauce and stuff. And I know I'm missing comments. I'm sorry, ladies. And any gentleman that's here too. Because who knows? Dad's taking a break. He might be popping in. Just covering that with Robin, the whole recipe is on my page. Yeah, after I lost my mom, I was alone, and it is so hard. So hard, and I goofed up. I needed to put 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese in there, and I didn't. So I'll just sprinkle some on the top. Since that part didn't get any. Okay. Now let's see where this is. Looks like it's good enough to be added to our mix. And I'm just sprinkling it on the top. Oh, thank you, Andrea. I guess if I ever get down to your neck of the woods, maybe I'll get to do some cooking with you. That'd be fun. Thursday cooking with Melissa and Andrea. That sounds like fun. And my dad had a cattle farm, so I'd be right at home on the ranch, I think. I think I spent more time in my childhood in the cattle barn than I did anywhere else. Oh, Thad will take this to work. That's what Thad'll do. Oh, that's so sweet, Shauna. Heck yeah, girl. You know, when I come too, you have Thad, who's a woodworker, coming to your house, so he always likes to do projects. So he's one of those guys you can draw him up a plan of what you want, and he can build it for you. I drew him a picture of what I wanted in my craft room, and he built it. This recipe, if you wanted to make it no carbs, you could do no pasta at all. So if you want to make it keto completely, you can dump the pasta. Oh yeah, my mom only cooked from the Pennsylvania Grange cookbook. One year I asked my husband, I said, hey, I would really like another copy. I mean, it's an old one. And that's the only thing I really, really want for Christmas. And he's like, oh my goodness, where am I going to find a cookbook? I don't know whether it's the 70s or the 60s it was made. And he searched and searched, and somebody said, Dad, why don't you look on Amazon? Amazon usually has everything, and that's where he found it. It was pretty pricey, but he found me a new copy because my mom's version had fell to pieces. definitely wasn't recognized as a cookbook anymore. It fell apart so much. Okay. No, I don't have my own cookbook. I've had my recipes in people's cookbooks, which is kind of neat, but I don't have a cookbook of my own. I made a cookbook for my mom years and years and years ago. It's all of our family recipes, and I made it into a cookbook for her. That's about it. No, I'm not quite that talented. I'm just an old country cook. I'm not a chef or had any formal training. I'm just an old farm cook. But I enjoy sharing recipes with my friends, and I run Buckeye Girls Reason things where I have an Etsy shop, and we also have a orchard, and I have a big organic garden, and that's just about it. My husband's a trucker. We do use about half of our electricity solar power, so that's kind of interesting too. Melissa's ebook. Yeah, I guess I could think about that someday. That is, Lynn, that is one of the best gifts you can give your kids, your moms to give their kids, grandmas to give their grandkids, is to make a cookbook of family recipes. I mean, it's a great gift, and it passes on that tradition. I know Andrea said something about her potato salad. Well, I bet she has other great recipes that she'd like to pass on to her children. It would be a great gift for the children. And it passes on those family traditions. Okay, Robin. You have a good day, girl. Yeah, I never thought about doing that. I mean, I do the cooking part as fun because I consider everybody on my page my friends, and I like to pass recipes on to my friends and share recipes with my friends. I have a neighbor that gets sick just so I make them chicken noodle soup, just saying. Exactly, Tricia, exactly. I tell everybody that's the one thing they should do is give those recipes as a gift so they get passed on. I have recipes I wish my grandmother would have passed on, but she never did. She said, my girls aren't that interested in cooking, and they aren't interested in my slop. So why would I want to give them the recipe? Which is just really sad, because then that recipe is lost with her. Which my mom always said the only thing she ever cooked was slop. But that was her little joke. So anytime I go to a friend's house, they say, "What you cooking?" I'm bringing some slop. Oh, I never thought of that either. Never thought of Thad doing an ebook, but I guess he could. He does have some really neat plans on craft show displays and organization for your craft room. I mean, he's made some really neat stuff. And he's building me something that will organize all those tools that covers my crafting table. Girl, I have a bleeding disorder. Worst thing I could do is die on this lie. Girl, that's all I'm gonna say. Mm-hmm. There's a few people that knows my address that could at least call 911 and give them the right address. Right, Shauna? At least now I'm well enough I can laugh about that. About a year ago, well, a year and a half ago, that wasn't so funny. Okay. I did what my husband did and poured half of it under the burner. Now I can complain that he did it, right? Yeah, I was thinking about, which I don't know if anybody would be interested. I was thinking about doing jelly or jam. I was sick, about a year and a half, but when I say I was sick, what I had, they actually considered terminal in most cases if you don't have your spleen removed. So I was a very, very sick girl. I almost died twice. I was so weak, I could not even stand here to cook. That's how weak I was. But by the grace of God, I'm here, and it's amazing that you can even watch me design, because they didn't think I was going to make it. They gave me 10% chance to not live through the night. We only give you you only have a 10% chance to live through the night, is what they told me. And they told Thad that too. She's not going to live through the night. And I told him, I said, go home, take care of my babies. I'll see you in the morning. And he said, I don't want to leave you. I said, I don't care, you're leaving. Ooh, girl, gotta have some lasagna. We are making some vegetable lasagna. Yeah. And I'm topping it with the spaghetti sauce. Well, sure, it may have to get some more. I thought I wouldn't show you what brand I'm brand loyal to. You know, that's just plain favorites, and we don't want to do that on this show. May have to add some more. We'll just see about this. I have a little bit of noodles that I didn't use, but that's okay. Then I'll make some garlic bread to go with this when he gets home. And the good thing is this can freeze. You can cut it in squares and you can freeze it for those of you single folks. It's a little bit juicy when you get it out, but it's not bad. It will, I cook it and then I freeze it, and it does do okay. If you want to do that, because I'm sorry, I can't make a small lasagna. If you can make a small lasagna or a small, I don't know, a small batch of chili, you have more skill than I will ever have. Because I just can't do that, just saying. Yeah, I mean, we all have brand loyalty. So I didn't show the kind of sauce I use because, you know, we all have those favorites we ain't talking about. And we have an excellent, I mean an awesome spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce, pasta sauce company right from not very far from here in Weston, Ohio. And I am pretty brand loyal to them. They are my favorite in a lot of things. And I know that a lot of the country can't get their sauce. Yeah, I do too. I make my sauce during the summer. But if I can't make my own sauce or I don't have my own sauce, I favor this company, and it's not a local, not one that I don't think they're not through the whole country. It's just a small mom and pop that hires a few people, but they make awesome sauce. They are in Kroger's and a few and places around here. Yeah, me and Andre, we'd have fun. We can together. I'm thinking about doing raspberry jelly on a live, but I don't know if anybody would be interested in that. Yeah, next week I'm going to be doing 2 lives next week because there's some behind. Hey, Damon. No, I'm cooking. Hey, Damon. You're missing out on vegetable lasagna, my friend. Too bad you and Parker ain't here. I'd be cooking. You'd be having some lasagna. On Thursday, I cook on Thursday. Oh. Yeah, wouldn't that be fun? It'd be fun if you were here. I could cook for you and Parker. That's definitely sure. Thank you for joining me. Oh, wow. Well, if I'm welcome to come visit you down there, I come cook for you and Parker. That'd be fun. Yeah, Andre, you'll have to cook for the boys. But yeah, next week I'm gonna be doing some stuff behind the scenes. I'm working on retakes in my Etsy, and I'm working on doing some organization things. So I'm gonna be doing 2 lives next week. I'm gonna be live on Tuesday crafting and Thursday cooking. And oh, Damon, I'm so excited that you're on my live. I just don't know what to do. If you don't have a business coach, he's a fabulous business coach. I've learned so much from him. I wouldn't be where I'm at without him. Thank you, Damon. And have a good day. Well, keep on cooking because we ain't crafting today. And I'll see you Tuesday where we'll be making something pretty. Bye.